Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. The show is Fred Arnold on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I'm joined by Jim Backer. Jim Backer is 2014 chairman. Took over for me.
Absolutely,
as the chairman. Congratulations.
Thank you, and condolences as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Congratulations to you.
It's a little bit of work.
Yeah, just
absolutely. Well, we just finished the color run, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, great success.
Fantastic. Really turned out to just be a terrific event. People had a great time. It was kind of health and wellness in action, with people running, having fun, getting color thrown at them, having families out there, teams from different companies. It was great.
Yeah, it was. And we have the golf tournament coming up, of course, in April. We have almost around tax season, because my friend Lloyd Schreeden always says, why do you put it so close to the end of tax season?
Because he needs a break after tax season.
Exactly. It's right after tax season. So, anyhow, I want to talk about Vista Canyon. Jim, you're owner of JB Development. Tell us about Vista Canyon, what that project means to this side of town, the Canyon Country side of town.
Well, I first looked at this land 10 years ago, and this is the historic site of where Colonel Thomas Mitchell lived when he moved here in 1860. That's our property. And we started looking at it and saw some opportunity in it and started acquiring the property from a family that had owned it for 50 years. And there have been very few owners of this property over the years, and I don't have the exact count, but it's very few, because it stayed in the Mitchell family for a long time. And we started looking at the possibilities with a railroad being next door and a freeway and existing residential on one side and a couple schools on the other side. What would we do with it? And as we went out to meet with the community, it became apparent that they didn't just want homes there. That was very clear, that they wanted some services, and services to them meant jobs and restaurants and places to go and things to do. And we also knew from our experience of being up here 30 years that probably could use a few more parks in Canyon Country, a few more trails, just a few more of the things that maybe we're accustomed to on the west side of town in Valencia.
It's something that's going to increase the quality of your life, with the parks and the trails, shopping,
right.
even,
right.
commerce.
Absolutely. Yep.
Now, they're going to put a Metrolink station, correct?
That's right. The city has has announced that they are going to relocate the Via Princesa Metrolink station, which is about 2 miles to the south of our site, to Vista Canyon, and for many reasons. It's a bit of a landlocked site at Via Princesa. It can park about 400 vehicles. If they move it to Vista, it's going to be about almost double that. Plus, people can walk to the train station or walk from the train station. We will have a Main Street type town center with ground floor retail, offices above. We'll have places for people to rent apartments. We'll have places for people to buy homes. We'll have entertainment. We hope to have a movie theater of some kind. We hope to have a market and a drugstore, so that the local needs and the local services will be there. And we expect people to walk, because that's one thing that they do like to do that if it's convenient, and that's what we hope to try to do. We're also going to try something we've been working on a long time called a community garden, where people can come and...
They have that in the valley. Yeah, the garden center. They also have that over at Central Park.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're bringing everything together into a town center with shops, with commerce, with apartments, with homes, with... you also mentioned the train station, which is big. When do you plan to break ground, or when's that projected to be? I know there's a lot that still has to be worked out, but when's that projected to be?
Well, we were approved by the City Council in May of 2011. We were sued in June of 2011 by Scope and Friends of the River, others, for our approval. We are still in the court system, in the appellate court now, and we would hope to have a decision by sometime this year, maybe late summer, but we don't know. So if we get a favorable decision and we're able to go forward, we are trying to put ourselves in a position to start grading next spring.
Good.
And that would get the project launched. Because of the way things work with wildlife and biology and everything else, that spring is really the best time for us to start for the type of grading that we need to do. So if we weren't to get a favorable decision or something else happens, then we might get pushed off a year. But I think the time is coming, and we're getting all the necessary permits in place.
And we need the commerce, we need the construction, we need if you're not growing, you're dying, in my opinion. I think we need to continue to grow as a city, and smart growth is really important. Jim, those who want to find out more about Vista Canyon, how can they find out?
They can go to vistacanyon.com and our very simple, basic website.
real keep it
Yeah,
simple.
I hope the computer techies will have mercy on us.
Exactly.
For the
And of
basic-
course, scvchamber.com for all the information on Chamber.
Absolutely.
Thanks for all you do.
You bet.
Appreciate
Thanks
it,
for
Jim.
having me. Pleasure.
Yep, actually, absolutely. Jim Backer, JBS Development, and the creator of Vista Canyon. Hope you enjoyed this segment of the Santa Cruz Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight on AM 1220 KHTS.